Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today, I picked up a bunch of my favorite makeups, all-time product. They're not necessarily new, some of them are not. And I'm going to create a nice everyday makeup look. So if you're interested, please follow along. So it's still morning time here. I'm on my coffee number 2. The little one is sleeping. Everything's going well. So I have time to sit down and do my makeup and talk to you guys. I've been testing so much new makeup lately. Oh, it's warm, it's nice. There's so many new products that are actually worth the money. You know, you go through those phases, there are trends and, you know, big blush all over and, you know, concealer on the lips. There's so many trends that are not necessarily sticking around, but I feel like this summer there's a lot of nice product, a lot of nice trends that are actually really flattering, that are suiting most of us, and I'm loving what I'm seeing. So I don't know what you guys think, but I feel we've entered a nice era in makeup where, you know, it's flattering, it's easy, there's so much option out there, so that suits all budgets basically. So that for me, this is really that's really nice to see. So with that said, let's start the makeup for today. I'm going for an everyday look, something that you guys can do at home. Even if you don't necessarily have those products, there's always alternatives out there. So I'm gonna start with one of my all-time favorite, my primer from Dior Forever, the Velvet Veil. It does make a massive difference. So it's a blurring matte primer, long wear comfort. There's a lot of skincare in this. It's not drying, it doesn't peel. It's just a really nice product. So it looks like this. It's quite opaque, but once you put it on your skin, if I come closer, you see I do have, we all have pores, but once you apply it, first there's no color. Once you apply it, it's got a really nice perfume. It feels like you're just applying skincare really. And once you press it onto your face, see, it just really blurs the pores. I don't know, there must be a lot of silicone in the product, but it blurs. It's literally like you're wearing nothing. It's super light. See, it really does a great job at just blurring a little bit the pores and making a really nice canvas for your foundation and your makeup. So I also did my eyebrows off camera. I'm using the e.l.f. Brow Lift. It's just a clear gel. And with the brush that goes with it, so that's the lift applicator. So you've got this bit here and this bit to kind of flatten them and make them hold the whole day. I did microblading a few years back. I think I'm gonna say 3 years ago already. I could go again and just top it up, but I used to go in Dubai, and now, I mean, it's a bit far to just do my eyebrows. So whenever the next time I have to go, I'll just take an appointment. And unless you guys have a good recommendation for me here in the UK, either in London or kind of in between London, I guess in Surrey or Berkshire kind of region. So as I was mentioning, look how blurring this is. It's kind of all settled down now. It has dried up. There's nothing, you don't feel anything on your face. It's completely dry. It just really blurs the pores nicely. So now I'm gonna come with my Forever Glow Star filter. I've been using this one much more than the Charlotte Tilbury. This one is lighter, so whenever I don't want to warm up my skin but just add a little bit of reflection, I go for this one. And there's more skincare into it. I really like how it feels on my skin more than the Charlotte Tilbury. I feel the Charlotte Tilbury is a bit more I don't want to say sticky because sticky is not the right word, but the texture is obviously different. This is more comfortable on the skin to wear. So yeah, I just prefer it. So I'm just gonna come on the cheeks, on the forehead, kind of stay away from my nose and chin because that's not where I necessarily like to have all the shine. For my foundation, I'm coming with one of my favorite foundation of all time. It's the YSL Luminous Matte All Hours Foundation. I'm wearing shade Light Neutral 8. I haven't applied any Sunless Tan in a while. You know, it's so miserable outside, guys. And my husband forwarded me an article and it said, this summer is going to be the wettest summer in the UK ever. This is not fun. I'm looking forward to go somewhere on vacation. We're going to Greece in August, and hopefully I'll be able to go somewhere in July, go to France or anywhere where there is sunshine, because this is really not cool. So I am a little bit more pale than I usually am. Thankfully, I have a few foundation of different shades, so it should be working fine. So I'm gonna go with one pump to start. I have quite a thick, dense brush because this is quite dense as a foundation. And I'm just gonna come and tap it over. I don't really rub my foundation so much. I go with more of a small tapping motion, so you don't disturb the product under, and it really goes into your pores. It just gives a really nice finished look. Foundation is done. It's looking quite pale, so I'm gonna have to warm it up. But it is literally, there's no line. It is the right shade for me right now. It's just, I guess I'm not used to have such a pale foundation. I'm gonna use this concealer. That's the latest from Saie Beauty. It's a Slip Tint Concealer Corrector, and I'm using shade number 3. I do have a bit of a dark circle going on here. I mean, as a new mom, it's to be expected, right? But I'm not going to complain because she sleeps so well. She sleeps about 6 hours at night in one go already, and she's just over 6 weeks. So I am pretty lucky. But trust me when I say when a concealer is good, I know it works. If it can hide my circle, it's definitely going to work for you guys. And the thing with concealer, there's a lot of ways of applying your concealer. It really just whatever works for you. You know, you don't have to go all the way around if you don't have dark circles, if you don't need it. It's just going to create more creasing than anything else. So just keep that in mind when you see people on Instagram or wherever applying concealer, you know, all the way, and they do like a massive triangle. There's no need for that. Unless you have, you know, dark circle that kind of goes all the way down here and you have lines and everything. But otherwise, like for me, it's really just in the corner here when I want to bring some brightness. And the less you put, the less creasing you have. See, already, that's it. There's no need for more. And I just spread out the product nicely on the side. That way it's blended with my concealer. Same onto the other side. Just gonna come down here, spread it out nicely, and voila. Now I need to warm up a bit my complexion, so I'm going to use this new bronzer. It's not a stick, it's liquid. So it's Dew Bronze from Saie Cosmetic as well, like this. I really love the Saie product. They are cruelty-free, it's clean cosmetic. They are really nice product. I like the formula. They made in the US. And this is shade Swim. It's kind of a neutral bronzy shade. I have to say though, the product from Saie are highly pigmented. They're a bit like the Rare Beauty product, so a little goes a very, very long way. Don't be fooled by seeing people applying a lot of blushes. There's no need with those products. So I'm just gonna come down here on the side, and literally I'm gonna come with one spot to start with, and you'll see. And I'm using this little brush from Chanel because there's an angle into it, and I quite like how it just spreads the product. So you start small and you add some more. And it's really just to create that shadow and contrast. So there's no need to have, you don't want to have a massive line. And you saw literally just 2 little dots of product, and it kind of creates already, that's all I need. And it really just chisel your jaw, because I'm coming down here, and then that's it. 2 dots of product, not more. Don't go and apply a full line, because you're gonna end up having product all over your face. And if you apply too much, then there's no more definition, because you just have an ocean of product on your face. So same thing on the other side. Start with 1 dot. Spread it really nicely. You can brush it upwards a little bit so you don't go too low. And you always have some excess on your brush. So before you go crazy and apply some more, just use whatever you have on your brush. And then, yeah, that side is good because I had some left on the brush, so I'm gonna come and apply some on my forehead. So same thing, 2 little dots. I'm gonna spread the product nicely. Just like so. And it really just warms up your skin. It creates that nice definition, that nice shadow. I'm gonna come down here. So you see that's the contour, my contour done. It's really just warming up the forehead, defining my cheeks, adding a bit of a contouring, nothing too much, on the temple as well. And it's looking somewhat still natural because I don't want to have a proper line. So now I'm gonna add some cream blush. This is one of the latest from Westman Atelier, the baby cheeks, and it's shade Petal. I absolutely love those products. Again, cruelty-free, clean beauty. I think there's a lot of brands going for clean beauty. It just means that, you know, there's less chemical. The first few ingredients, it's packed with skincare. So very, very good. I don't apply directly on my skin. I go with my finger before, warm up the product. And it's kind of a nice mauve, rosy, and you really don't need much. You saw I only had some on the tip of my finger, and I'm gonna come and apply it on my cheek, quite high on the apple of my cheek, just like so. Because after that, anyway, I'm going to apply my powder and some blush, powder blush on top. So same thing here. I really like how their product from Westman Atelier just gives you that healthy glow, that flush from within. If you look at my cheeks, I look like I just have that flush of color. It's not that big patchy kind of pink, and every colors, any color she has, I have like a bright pink, it's still the same. It just gives you that really nice flush of color. Also, I got this top at Fenwick. Fenwick here is a bit like the equivalent of Bloomingdale's or Harvey Nichols. that kind of big department store where you have a bunch of brands. This is from Ralph Lauren Polo. It's the softest top ever, and the color is quite nice. So if you guys are wondering, I'll put the link down below as well. So now we're gonna add some powder. So for under my eyes, I'm going to use the Prisme Libre from Givenchy. I'm going with a powder puff, and always I put some and then just rub it on the back of my hand to remove the excess. Remove any lines under my eyes and literally just come and press the powder. And you really don't need much. That's it. Same thing on the other side. So remove any small lines there might be, and then just add the powder. You know, makeup, start small and add some more. Sometimes less is more, especially if you want to have that really nice kind of flawless look. I mean, you're not going on the red carpet. That's, oh, I mean, you might be, but on a day-to-day basis, unless you're taking pictures or you need to be camera ready, there's no need for a full session of baking powder to sit on your face, you know, for hours. There's just no need for that. Then I'm going to come with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I've got a bigger powder puff, so same thing. I come, press on the back of my hand. Just gonna apply all over on my face. And I'm not gonna go all the way around where I have my bronzer because I want to keep the shade, otherwise it will dim it down. So what I will do, gonna leave it like this, and I'm gonna come over the bronzer with a powder just to set it nicely. For my blush, I'm using the Dior Show. This is Dior Rosy Glow, I'm sorry, shade 012 Rosewood. It's kind of a nice darker pink, and you really don't need much because it's quite pigmented. And I'm coming with a very loose brush. This is from Spectrum, and brushes like that, you can use it for cream or powder product. And very small motion. It's basically the same color as the cream blush. So I'm layering them together. Wherever I've applied my bronzer from Saie, I'm going to come with this palette from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Nude Face Palette, because I'm going to use the contour shade and the bronzer mixed together. Some fluff. And you really don't need much of these two shades because they are quite pigmented. And again, I really just want to come and go over the shadow I created. I don't want to have a massive line. So see, it really just add definition here on my cheek. That's all I want. I'm going to do the same on the forehead. So come in the palette, I'm mixing both of them. And I am mixing them because this is very ashy, a little bit too ashy for my liking. So I mix the two shades together. So face complexion is done, it's set. So we have our contour, our blush, powder. Now I'm gonna come and do my eyes. I will be using the palette from YSL, the Mini Clutch. This is shade 100. I need to look what's the name of this palette because It is not written on the box, but these are very neutral shade. You've got some satin finish, some shimmer. They are pretty neutral shade that just fits everyone. I love the texture. They're so silky. It's extremely nice, extremely pleasant to work with a palette like this. Now I'm going to use this very light eyeshadow on my mobile lid. And I'm creating an easy everyday wear look. So using a flat brush, and I'm really just pressing the super light shade onto my eyelid. This is a very good basic eyeshadow palette. If you're looking for something that you can wear every day, this is perfect. It's small, it doesn't take any place. You've got 4 shades to make so many different looks, and it's super good quality. Now for the crease, I'll be using this shade here. It's a medium shade. It's still a very satin finish. And I'm using a precision crease brush. This is from Sephora. And I'm just gonna come here in the crease and add my dimension. Just like so. It's not super dark, so you're not gonna have a massive line. It's really just to create the shadow and add a dimension to your eye. No, it's a very neutral palette, so you're not gonna have something very dark, but it's a very flattering and elegant palette. With the same shade, I'm gonna come under my eye, just like so. I'm using the same brush. You could go for a smaller brush. I'm literally just using the tip of the brush. Now with a very small crease, it's a crease brush, but it's even smaller. I'll take the darkest shade, it's a deep brown, it's a rich brown. Just on the tip, and I'm coming right in the corner here where I want to have my darker shade, just like so. And this one is a matte brown, so it's really nice to play just with different finish. I won't be using the super shimmery shade because I want to keep the look quite neutral and kind of everyday wear. But if I were to use this one, I would take my finger and really just place it here in the center for this eye makeup. But I'm not going to do it for today because I want to keep it a little bit more toned down. I finished the eye makeup. I have used this eyeliner from Tilbury. So you've got a brown side and you've got a nude side. This is so good because you've got 2 pencils literally in one. It's called the Super Nude. So this is the Super Nude, and well, now the name's gone because there's barely nothing left. But I will repurchase a pencil like that. I love the brown. It's a soft, so it's a soft brown. I have to admit though, the pencil itself is a bit dry. So if you have a very dry skin, it's gonna tug a little, it's gonna pull a little. So you just have to make it really sharp. And it works really nice once it's really, really sharp. And then I've put my mascara. I am currently using the Sky High from Maybelline, Lash Sensational Sky High. Honestly, I am quite impressed with a pharmacy $10 makeup. It's doing a really good job. I really like how it just it basically adds volumes, length, and separate your eyelashes. Obviously, I have a few coats, but I would never just put one coat of mascara. I always go for at least 2 coats, and I let it dry in between the coats. So that's for the eye makeup. It's still looking quite subtle, it's neutral, it's an easy to wear makeup look, eye makeup look. I'm going back with this palette from Charlotte Tilbury and a very small brush, and I'm gonna take this shade here, the ashy shade, that is Super Sculpt Contour Intense, and I'm going to contour my nose. So I literally come and just follow the natural line, just like so. And you don't need much because you want to create just a soft line. If you add too much, you literally have a brown line on your nose, and that is not the aim of the exercise. It just adds a really nice definition. It's gonna make my nose look a bit narrow on the top and shorter because you come and you just add a little bit of a line here. I also want to add my Meteorite Pearls from Guerlain as a finishing powder, and this is the shade 02 Cool Rosy. So these are the pearl. I love using them at the end. It's just such a nice finishing powder. I'm using a big fluffy brush, swirling in it. Oh, the perfume is gorgeous. This is coming all over. You really just add that really nice finish to your skin. I would do the same with the Hourglass Ambient palette. And then just a little bit on the forehead, just so your skin has a bit of a reflection. I like a matte look, but I don't want something that is matte and completely dull. And also it blurs the line. There's no, you know, you still see the contour, the bronzing, the blush, but I don't have a line, which makes your makeup looking flawless. It looks so much better. I've overlined my lips. I am using the Makeup Forever Artist color pencil, and this is a shade Anywhere Caffeine. Such a good basic. And I will be using a matte lipstick from Armani, and this is Lip Power Matte shade 115. It's a nice pink, muted pink. So we're staying kind of all neutral today. So it's a matte lipstick. It feels really comfortable on the lips and it's not dry. That's the final look for today. Also maybe this lipstick. I love how the wand is made, so it's got that very pointy top, so it makes it really easier for the application. And it's long lasting. It's a really, really nice lipstick. They have some gorgeous shade in that Power Matte range. Lip Power Matte, sorry. So yeah, that's really nice. It's a bit similar to the NARS Power Matte lipstick, just that the packaging is different. The other one is like a proper pencil. This is in a wand that you twist with the cap. This is the complete look. It's luminous. There's not too much going on. It's muted color, so it's very neutral. It's very easy to wear. You can wear that every day. You could tone down the lipstick as well. These are some of my favorite products. Honestly, I have a lot of products. I love a lot of them, but I feel like these ones are very easy to work with. They suit most of you guys, no matter what's your skin tone, your skin color, it doesn't really matter. It just looks really nice on everyone. I like that kind of neutral and natural makeup because it's really flattering and it's a bit mistake and foolproof. I will put down below in the description everything that I've been using today. I will also add the link if you want to purchase any of the product. I'll put the link for my nice little blue sweater. It's so comfortable. It's a great color as well. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. I'm happy to have you around, and also follow me on Instagram, and I will see you next time. A big thanks for watching.